Your attorney is currently in a jury trial in another court, so of course they cannot be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall you for next week, and hopefully he will have concluded his trial this week. So I don't know where he is in the phase. I don't know if they've done jury selections or not.
Question,
Sure.
is there a motion to back out of the plea deal?
I'm sorry, what?
The plea deal I signed? Can I back out of that?
Back out of what?
The plea deal?
Plea deal. Ah, okay.
Alright.
So did you enter a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am, I don't know why I did,
Well, no. So here's the thing. That's something you'll need to speak to with your attorney,
okay,
and I will hear it. And there are only a few legal grounds for filing a motion to withdraw a plea. So, yes, we'll be back next week. Norma, recall this for Monday.
Yes, sir.
And if your attorney is available sooner than then, he will let us know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 7 years in the prison. There's a $1,200 fine. State is opposed to your application. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report?
Just to point out two things, both on page one, it may be minor, but driver's license not on file, Texas, he's never had a license. It's not that it's not on file, he's never had a license. Guilt minimalized was, there's a box for an X on that.
Mhm.
However, I thoroughly read the narrative, Mr. Perkins read the narrative, and I get that's more for arguments, but it clearly says, for the instant offense, I had a firearm on me. I was driving. I got arrested for the firearm. I had a Glock on me.
Just 1 second, I'm sorry. Deputy, could you move them to the other end? And I'm sorry, you can continue.
I had the Glock on me. I misbehaved. I was on parole at the time. I shouldn't be carrying the firearm. He didn't, and again, this could be more argument, but I just want the court to know, in my opinion, it should be guilt acknowledged. He accepted that.
Good.
Aside from that, there's no corrections.
All right. Any witnesses state?
State judge.
Defense, any witnesses?
Yes, Judge. And may I call my first witness?
Sure.
I'm calling Tina Williams.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Tina.
All right, just make sure you keep your voice up so I can hear and the court reporter can hear.
Yes.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
What is your relationship to Charlie Perkins?
I'm his mother.
And it's safe to say that you know about his life. You raised him,
Yes.
right? And he has a son.
Yes, he does.
Is this picture sticky? Sorry, picture of Charlie and his son.
Yes, it is.
And Charlie's son is named Charlie
Charlie.
Jr.
Yes,
Right. And how old is Charlie Jr.?
he's fine.
And prior to the arrest for this case, I had asked you to get some documents to show that he was employed prior to the rest of the case, correct?
Yes,
And these are some documents regarding the staff force, the temp agency,
yes,
and these are various dates. End of 2025, there's multiple pay stubs showing that he was employed working through 2025, the end of 2025.
yes,
Separate from that, you tried, but you couldn't print out something showing that he was working up to the day of the arrest.
yes.
But
But I do have it on my
on your phone.
Yes.
So
So it was daily pay that he would, they put it on in my account.
all right. And where's Charlie Jr. currently residing?
He was like,
And the other person in your household is your sister?
mine,
Sorry, I'm sorry,
my daughter,
your daughter,
Diamond.
Charlie's sister.
Yes.
All right. And you have nothing to do with this case.
Mhm.
The facts of the case, you don't know anything about this case, the car, the firearm. You weren't there,
I wasn't there. No.
right? Is there anything you want this judge to know about Charlie?
Since he's been out, he's taking care of his son. He's been trying to do the right thing to take care of him, be a good citizen. Working.
And you know that your son has prior criminal cases.
Yes,
The vast majority of them are juvenile cases.
yes,
As an adult, he only went to prison for one case.
yes.
How old was he when he went to prison?
Um, I want to say it was about 18,
All right.
I believe, 18 or 19.
All right. I passed the witness.
State.
Just a few questions. So you stated that Mr. Perkins resides with you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And is your daughter an adult or is she a juvenile?
An adult,
She's an adult. Okay. How long has Charlie been?
all of his life, besides the time he was in prison.
Okay. So in living with you, do you own a firearm in your home?
No, ma'am.
Did you know Mr. Perkins to own a firearm prior to this offense?
No, ma'am.
And you told defense counsel you were aware of his prior history, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you aware that he was arrested for an unlawful carry of a weapon in July of 2021?
Yes, I did also.
You know how he got that firearm?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Do you know how he got the firearm in the instant case?
No, ma'am.
So you didn't have any knowledge that he possessed or owned a firearm?
No,
Okay.
I had never seen one in my house either.
Okay. And so on these offense dates, do you know where Charlie Perkins Jr. was?
He was with me.
Okay. And you told the court also that Mr. Perkins was trying to do right. Is that a fair statement to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and this involves driving, correct, to do his job?
Yes, ma'am.
But you know Mr. Perkins to not have a license then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And he's never had one?
No.
But
He's
you
never
know
had-
him to operate a motor vehicle still?
Yes,
And you know that's violation of the law, correct?
did not.
No further questions.
Any other questions?
Ms. Perkins, does somebody have to have a license to drive a vehicle? In the sense of a vehicle is still safe from the manufacturer. It has tires, the engine runs, correct?
Yes.
A license no further questions.
All right. I have a,
It's loud.
I think the phone is ringing. I have questions if there are no objections.
None from me.
All right. So here's the thing. The information that you've given me, it's surface level information, right? It's his criminal history. It's the driving without a license. I mean, we know we have to have a license before we get behind the wheel of the car. We know we're supposed to have insurance. Some people drive without a license. Some people drive without insurance. We all know this. But my question for you is this. Where did he go wrong in his life? Like why is he at 18 years old committing a robbery? Because I think that's what he went to prison for. Why is he doing that at 18 years old? Did he graduate from high school?
No,
Yeah. Did he get his GED?
he's working on it.
All right. So my question is like, why didn't he graduate from high school? Where was his family? Did nobody tell him, hey, you need to be in school? Did he drop out of school? Why did he drop out of school? What's going on? Because people will come into court and they always want to beg for mercy, right? Like, I know you don't want your son to go to prison. And what I can tell you is there is nothing that you can tell me that will be wrong unless it's not the truth, right? You know, your testimony to me is not going to be like, aha, she said this, so he's going to prison. I'm trying to wade through everything so I can make an appropriate decision on what is appropriate in this case. Should he go to prison? Should he not go to prison? So why did he turn out the way he is? Like, why is somebody not in high school? Why is he 18 years old and committing a robbery? This is the information I want to know, because then maybe I'll understand why is he on parole, which I'm assuming he was on parole from the robbery, and then he's driving around with a gun that obviously he knew he was not supposed to have, because the state just received testimony that he had an unlawfully carrying of a weapon before. And what I can tell you in the stipulated evidence, there was more going on than just the police pulling him over. It started with the legal 10 on windows. Then it turns into he's not really pulling over. Then it turns into marijuana smell in the car and somebody spraying, air freshener or something to get rid of marijuana, which somebody who knows of this has just, informed me that you can't spray Lysol to cover up marijuana because you're just going to smell marijuana and Lysol. So all of that was happening on this day. So why is he 18 years old committing a robbery? And I say committing a robbery because he pled to it. And why is he not in high school? Why are we here? You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's the information I need. This whole thing about he has a child he needs to take care of. I think you and I know the people who've been doing the heavy lifting of taking care of his child has been you. So that's what I want to know.
He's never liked school, and I'm trying my best to keep him in school. Is all I can
So you
say.
said he never liked school?
School was always hard for him.
All right. And hard why? What do you mean?
His reading comprehension is not up to par.
All right. So why did that happen? Did he not go to preschool? What happened?
He's been to school all his grades.
Okay. And so how did you address the issue?
He was in the classes for ADHD and learning disability.
All right. So did you have him tested? Does he
Yes.
have a learning disability?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
And what was that?
Slow learning disability.
All right. And so knowing that he had those issues, how did you address that or the school address that with him?
He was always in the 504 classes.
Mhm.
And we did day by day work with him.
Okay. And then this gang affiliation that I'm reading about, where does that come in?
That I'm not,
Okay. Were you aware of that at all?
I was a little bit aware of it, but I'm not super sure about games and stuff.
Okay.
I was never that type to be around.
Okay. And again, nothing that you told me is to his detriment because this is information I need to know so I can hopefully make the right decision. Okay. So thank you so much for coming down. Is there any other questions?
Yes.
Yes.
On the PSI report, is this an accurate statement that according to Mr. Perkins, he was raised by his mother and his father? However, his father was in and out of his life. Do you think that his father in and out of his life had an effect on his education, his schooling, his upbringing?
It could have,
But you were always there for your son,
yes, I was.
but he missed out on a fatherly figure.
Yes, he had no role model.
Right. And do you know where his father's at nowadays?
He lives here in San Antonio.
But not with y'all?
No,
Pass the witness.
You just stated that Mr. Perkins went through all grades of school, correct?
well, I want to say to the 6th grade.
And then he dropped out?
Yes, not, well, he, until he was like in juvenile and going to, or, to jail.
Okay, and then he still resided with you, correct?
Yes,
And, okay, no further questions.
I was thinking of the kindergarten. stuff.
Can I ask a question for clarification?
Yes, Rich.
So are you saying, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. Are you saying that from the time he was 6th grade, he was in trouble and then juvenile stepped in?
Yes,
So 6th grade was the last grade he was in before he was in the juvenile system?
it's either 6 or 7.
6th or 7th grade. All right. And what were his issues during that time period?
He was just misbehaving at school.
And did you go to juvenile court to help